Welcome to all you dear Librans. I almost said Virgos. I just did the Virgos. Librans, hello there. This is your yearly horoscope. It's a bit of a sneak preview. It's short, it's concise, hopefully very precise. And if it resonates with you, fantastic. If it doesn't, remember these are general horoscopes. Just skip what doesn't make sense for you, all right? You can get so much out of just a general horoscope. But let's get started. Librans, it's going to be an important year in 2019 because a lot is happening in cardinal signs and a lot is happening with the nodes as well that has an impact on Libra. Let's start with those nodes. So there is the North node now that is in your 10th house of work. So that, of course, not for all the Librans, but for many Librans, there will be a new job, new work, or at least a desire to mean something, to do something in society. Even if you are 70 years old, we always have the 10th house. We always, which is a bit of a second descendant, so to speak. So a lot of Librans will get into new jobs, will do new things when it comes to work. And that's good because that's the energy that the universe is forcing you a bit towards. And then the South node is in the 4th house. So it's about letting go of old emotional attitudes that are no longer working for you. Maybe letting go of a home, literally. You could move, saying goodbye to a home. And you know, at the 4th house, you're having there Saturn and Pluto, which are heavy planets. So it's probably for a lot of Librans not easy at home. Their emotional well-being, it's not 100%, to say the least. So, but there are parts of you that relate to your core that need to go. You need to let go of some attitudes that have to do with your emotional setup. So, and the nodes will, the South node, especially the 6th of January, that is an important date for you because then a lot will be shifted then. But what can you do to be emotional secure? It's a strange thing, but this is how I read this. It's working and getting out there and trying to find something that you mean for society, whether it is, for instance, your role as a grandparent and taking care of your grandchildren. For instance, it doesn't matter. Now, another thing that is going on is Jupiter shifts into your 3rd house, which is great for you. It's Jupiter in Sagittarius, so it's a good time to learn. A good time to teach, a good time to learn something new, new skills, new things, from driving a car up into a course, a workshop about cooking, whatever it is, something that expands your mind. You are ready for that and you will feel a lot of meaning and you will feel very good about it. It does square Neptune in your 6th house, so, but it's not a very heavy square because it's also supported by Saturn in your 4th house. But that square means that be realistic about what you're learning. So that, for instance, your work is that you're not trying to learn too many things so that it jeopardizes your work, for instance. Something like that. But if you keep your feet on the ground with the learning stuff, I think you will do well. Again, when it comes to your health, when things are like, don't go over the top, right? And when things are going a bit out of sync and you're not really knowing what to do, just explore and keep yourself grounded, keep yourself with the feet on the ground, go into nature, all that sort of things can help you out. You're having Uranus in Taurus in the 8th house, so you could expect some unexpected expenses there. That could mean that it could be positive or negative. I mean, it could be an inheritance that you're all of a sudden getting, or it could be an expense because of another person that is involved, because the 8th house is the resources that you share with other people. Watch out for investments. Again, feet on the ground and ask someone who knows about it. You know, ask a financial person if you're wanting to invest into something. It's not a bad thing, but just be aware that there could be some surprises there. And can you live with those surprises? That is important as well. So I haven't mentioned love because, you know, it's not really in the bigger picture. But of course, love is very important for Librans. You just had Uranus opposing your sign. So love should be for the Librans a bit more calm now. That's good, isn't it? I mean, with Uranus opposing your sign, that must have been some very restless years when it comes to relationships. But that's improving, okay? Having said that, I'm sure it's going to be a good year. I wish you all the best, dear Librans. Thank you so much for your support, for watching, for liking, for sharing, for subscribing. And if you want a reading, just get in touch. Bye-bye.